Hello, everyone, and welcome to my CSU channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Savannah Chrisley gets deemed inappropriate with Grayson post. Savannah Chrisley has been deemed inappropriate with her latest Grayson Chrisley post. She shared something about her younger brother, and fans did not appreciate it. So, what exactly did the podcaster do that was so questionable? Keep reading for more details. Savannah Chrisley gets deemed inappropriate with Grayson post. With her parents, Todd and Julie Chrisley, locked up, Savannah Chrisley is trying to figure out what she wants from life. She was left to raise her brother and sister, Grayson and Chloe Chrisley. This was something she was not prepared for, but took it on head first. For Mother's Day, Chloe let Savannah know that she was doing a great job regardless. There is also a lot of guilt in Savannah for not being with her parents as much as she would like to be. Yet, she is still doing her best, and Grayson has made it to 18, sadly, without their parents. The family has tried to make the most of what they have, even without their parents around. Recently, Savannah shared a shirtless photo of Grayson on her social media. Above the photo, it read, "Ladies, he is officially 18 at Grayson Chrisley." After seeing this, fans were not pleased with Savannah and believed she was pimping him out. A Reddit thread was started, and the OP wrote this above the photo. It appears to be a photo taken at the beach as Grayson donned some facial hair, a hat, longer locks, a few necklaces, and red swim trunks. He was also shirtless with his hands on his hips, no smile in sight. Unfortunately, it did not land well. Most fans felt that Savannah Chrisley took it way too far with this post of Grayson. More so, they felt she was following in her father, Todd Chrisley's footsteps. They believed that he pimped Savannah out, so now she is doing the same to Grayson. Yet, one person noted that Savannah needed mental help after her post. She may have thought that she was doing it just for fun, but she did not get the reception she may have wanted. In the hyper-accelerated world of celebrity reality, every social media post, every candid moment shared with the masses is subject to instantaneous and often relentless public evaluation. Savannah Chrisley, a fixture on the reality television landscape through Chrisley Knows Best and now navigating the very public challenges of her family's legal turmoil, is no stranger to this scrutiny. However, a recent incident involving her younger brother, Grayson Chrisley, sparked a particular wave of backlash, with some critics deeming a post shared by Savannah as inappropriate. While the specifics of the inappropriate post, which could range from overly personal sharing to a perceived lack of sensitivity, aren't always immediately clear in the fast-moving news cycle, the reaction speaks volumes about the shifting expectations placed on public figures, especially those who become guardians of younger family members under duress. The incident throws a spotlight on the delicate tightrope walk Savannah is performing, simultaneously managing her own grief and adult responsibilities, while trying to protect and nurture her teenage brother, all under the constant, unforgiving gaze of the public eye. The context: a family under duress. To understand the controversy, one must first appreciate the profound upheaval in the Chrisley family. With parents Todd and Julie Chrisley serving prison sentences, Savannah stepped into the primary guardian role for her brother, Grayson, a teenager, and her niece, Chloe. This sudden shift thrust Savannah, herself still in her mid-20s, into a parental role, navigating the emotional fallout of her parents' incarceration alongside her younger siblings. The search results reveal several key areas of public and familial friction surrounding Savannah and Grayson. Grayson's emotional struggle. Multiple sources reference Grayson having a breakdown and struggling to process the reality of his parents' situation. Savannah herself discussed his emotional pain on her Unlocked podcast, a move that some critics, as seen in online discussions, immediately labeled as oversharing or blabbing personal details for her own advancement. Sibling conflict and control. Another documented issue is the tension between Savannah and her brother Chase, who accused Savannah of driving a little wedge between him and Grayson. This suggests an internal family struggle for control and influence over the younger siblings, making any post involving Grayson a potential flashpoint. The burden of guardian. There are comments indicating public concern over Savannah's handling of her new responsibilities, such as forcing Grayson to visit their incarcerated father every weekend, a move some argued was disgusting and prioritized Todd's needs over a teenager's need for a normal life. In this pressurized environment, any social media interaction, even a seemingly benign one, can be interpreted through the lens of existing family drama and public opinion regarding Savannah's parenting. The inappropriate post, interpretation, and outcry. Though the exact post that garnered the inappropriate label is not specified in the initial search results, the public outcry often centers on a few themes common in the Chrisley family's ongoing narrative. Exploitation of vulnerability. The most frequent criticism levied against reality stars sharing family hardships is the perceived monetization or exploitation of genuine pain. If Savannah's post was an attempt to showcase a moment of vulnerability or struggle with Grayson, perhaps an emotional conversation or a snapshot of a difficult day, critics could easily see it as a deliberate move to generate content, pity, or engagement for her podcast or brand. The argument is that sharing a teenager's private emotional life for public consumption is inherently inappropriate, especially when that teenager is already dealing with trauma. Parentification and boundary issues. The act of an older sibling becoming a guardian is difficult. If the post blurred the lines between sister and caretaker, or inadvertently highlighted a dynamic where Grayson was being parentified, made to act as an adult or emotional support for Savannah, the public might view it as inappropriate. Teenagers, especially those dealing with significant family trauma, need boundaries and unconditional support, not a social media narrative. Lack of privacy for a minor. Regardless of the content, many felt that a teenager like Grayson, who did not choose this level of scrutiny, deserved more privacy. By sharing details of his life, even implicitly on her massive platform, Savannah may have violated a basic boundary, making the post inappropriate in the context of his ongoing emotional well-being. The term inappropriate in this context is less about obscenity and more about ethical consideration and the preservation of a minor's emotional well-being and privacy. The criticism reflects a moral judgment that Savannah, as the temporary guardian, has a responsibility to shield Grayson from the media circus, rather than using his struggles as fodder for her online presence. The broader implications for digital celebrity. The Savannah Chrisley/Grayson incident is a microcosm of a larger societal debate surrounding the ethics of sharing family life in the digital age, particularly for reality TV stars.